Lord Krishna is famously known as Keshava, the one with beautiful curly long black hair. But we see that the same Lord Krishna, when he comes as Lord Jagannath, appears to not have any hair. So does Lord Jagannath have hair or not? Here's an incident that takes us a long time back to Jagannath Puri, Nilachal, the transcendental abode of Sri Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. In Puri, Jagannath is served by 119 different categories of intimate servants known as Sevyats, and their responsibility is to carry out different functions of worship in his service. One such pure devotee was Talicha Mohapatra, and his responsibility was to seal the altar doors at night after Lord Jagannath had gone to rest. One particular evening, Talicha got word that the king of Jagannath Puri would be visiting the temple to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, and that he usually asked for a Mahaprasad garland. This filled Talicha with tremendous anxiety because at that time Lord Jagannath was not wearing any garland at all. Fearing discredit, Talicha took a jasmine garland off his own neck and placed it around Lord Jagannath. When the king arrived, he was indeed given the same garland that Talicha had been wearing, and he accepted it out of great joy and devotion. But later that evening in the palace, when he looked down at the garland, he saw a strand of hair wrapped around the flowers. This infuriated the king, and he became angry like a serpent. He thought to himself, Lord Jagannath doesn't have any hair. Talicha must have played a trick on me. He immediately summoned Talicha Mohapatra and threatened him with death if he couldn't give a proper explanation. Talicha thought it best that he lied to the king in order to save his life, so he told the king, yes, it's true. For some time now, Lord Jagannath has been growing hair. The king vowed to visit the temple the next morning to see this new occurrence, and that if Talicha was lying, he would be thrown outside of the country. Being extremely scared, Talicha prayed and begged to Lord Jagannath for a miracle. That night, Jagannath, who's known as Bhakta Vatsala, came in Talicha's dream and assured him not to be fearful for all the service that he had rendered him. Very early next morning, Talicha ran to the temple expecting some miracle, and as the altar doors opened, he was surprised to see Lord Jagannath with long, curly, black, beautiful hair. Talicha was overjoyed at beholding the sight. A few hours later, the king came by, and he was also astonished. But with some doubt, he asked Talicha if he had stuck the hair on with some glue as a wig. As the king reached out to pull a few strands of hair, immediately drops of blood started flowing from the Lord's head. Seeing this, the king almost fainted and he caught hold of Talicha's feet. He then agreed to donate a large amount of gifts and opulence to all the pujaris. So yes, Lord Jagannath does have beautiful transcendental hair, but it's only visible to those who have the faith and devotion that Talicha had. Hare Krishna.